Start your day with the right choice. Body Aqua Fitness, the purity your body needs. Introducing Body Aqua Fitness, a pure drink with no unnecessary additives. No sugar, no sodium, no caffeine, just healthy hydration and natural energy. For your body, for your health, and for a balanced lifestyle, choose Body Aqua Fitness.
Body Aqua, all the yum without the tum.
You're live with Alvin After Dark, brought to you by Auto Lease Direct. If you're in the market for a new car lease, please give those guys a call at 516-442-4141. That's Auto Lease Direct. If you're tired of waiting hours and hours in the showroom just to get a car. All right. What's going on? How you feeling this afternoon?
Everything's well. Everything's well. Doctores Tuesdays.
It is. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Actually, I did. Actually, with you, I was.
Yeah.
That was a nice.
Yes, you did.
Nice get together.
Yes, it was. So listen, if you just tuned in now for After Dark, we're going to talk about some stuff this evening. We got a few topics on the table. We're going to discuss why don't men go to the doctor, right? And it's also Valentine's week. It's Valentine's week. Friday's Valentine's Day. Hope you have a Valentine's. And, you may want to call in, let us know if you have a Valentine and don't have a Valentine. We can get you a Valentine. Give us a call at 516-945-9099. Set you up with a Valentine. On Rico. Also, LA, did you catch Super Bowl this weekend? He did not. He did not catch Super Bowl at all. We discussed it earlier. So once again, we'll be talking about, why don't men go to the doctor? It's very, very, very important that they go to the doctor. And most men just don't do it. Whatever reasons, we're going to discuss why they don't do it. Also, from a recap from last week, the young lady that was in Pakistan, apparently she's still in Pakistan.
Yeah, she has a mission.
She has a mission. Do you have that clip, LA? Because she is still in Pakistan.
I feel great, Shabana.
You want to go back your country?
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
How Pakistan helped and take care of you?
Shabana, would you like to speak, Shabana? Okay, she's been taking care of me. Thank you very much.
She's taking care of yours?
Yes,
okay.
Everybody. This is my team.
Okay.
Yes, hi.
Now you are feeling well?
Yes, I'm going for sonogram.
Okay.
So I would like to say that I'm launching a Bitcoin under Onaja Cells LLC, but it will be run under Nidel Ahmed. Yes, so anything else I would like to clear the air.
I'm really invested in this story. I don't know why, but it's pure comedy to me. I don't know why I'm invested, but I'm definitely invested in the story. It is pure comedy. It is. It really, really, truly is. What do you think about that?
I agree with you. Comedy, entertainment. What's the other word?
Stupidity?
Stupidity, yes. But what's the word? Delusional.
Yes, delusional.
Very delusional.
She is very, very delusional. I think, they say mental health is real. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. Listen, if you just tuned in to Alvin After Dark for the first time.
Best to her, man.
Yes,
all the best to her.
Best to her. If you just tuned in to Alvin After Dark, I just want to, let y'all know a couple things. It's a podcast, and we'll be discussing entertainment, fashion, health, relationships, trending topics. So someone inboxed me last week, will I be discussing just only men? I said, no, I just want to focus on men more, because most of the podcasts, they have all these different things about relationships and women and just different things, and kudos to those other podcasts, but I want to focus on men because, man, we just don't have an outlet, so for me, that's really the focus on this time coming around podcasting, just focusing on men more, so if you want to call in 516-945-9099 and share your thoughts with us once we get into our topic, it's pretty much why don't men go to the doctor? So we'll be discussing that for the next 3 minutes or so, but once again, it's also Valentine's. It is Valentine's week, so what does love mean to you?
Commitment.
I didn't think he was going to say that.
Compromise.
Okay. But love is a action.
I agree with you.
Love is an action.
I agree with that.
Love is an action because people don't realize that
100%.
Love is an action. So I ask people, what does love mean? And no one really answers it. I don't know why, but I'm gonna see what Google says.
That's actually the best answer.
What's that?
Love is an action.
No, but love isn't action. Because just think about this, right? People always say they love you, but do they show you they love you?
Right.
You can tell someone you love you,
Absolutely.
but how do I show you that I love you? And love definitely needs to be unconditional. And so, I love you when I'm mad at you. I love you when I'm pissed off. I love you when you do something wrong. Well, once again, it's an action, and it's how do you show someone you love them? People they say, the 5 love languages. How do you show that to a person? Like, most people say, what if we go out to eat, or if I call and say, hey, what do you want to bring you home for dinner? Or I was watching a meme where it says, grandpa ties grandma's shoes before they leave the house. So with that being said, Valentine's Day is coming up this Friday, and I was reading someone said, do a little extra for your significant other on Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day is cool, but once again, if you're in a good relationship and a healthy relationship, you don't need Valentine's Day to clarify, justify, or validate your relationship.
Yes. Commercialized.
It really is.
Valentine's every day.
Exactly.
To go back to what you said, all 5 love languages are actually action words.
Okay. Let's look at what they are.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
So let's take a look, right? Before we get into the 5 love languages, what are they? Because once again, most people do you think people just throw them around and just to throw them around? I know that it's touch, words of affirmation. What is the next one? What's the next one?
Gifts. I don't know if it's in that order. But gifts, words of affirmation, touch.
I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now. Quality time, right? Quality time. Acts of kindness. What else? Words of affirmation, quality time, acts of kindness, receiving gifts. Right?
Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah. So you gotta figure out, kind of what's your love language. But let's talk about something else. And we're gonna discuss why don't men go to the doctor? What do you think? What is your personal reason? Let's say, what's your opinion on that?
Men are less likely, I should say, to prioritize their health.
That is true. Well, according to Headline News and Health Conditions, why so many men avoid going to the doctor. So it says here, a new survey highlights the negative attitude many men have about seeking medical care. Nearly 2/3 of respondents said that they avoid going to the doctor as long as possible, and 37% said they withhold information from their doctors. Experts say this is an ongoing issue that keeps doctors from detecting life-threatening issues, resulting in bigger healthy dangers that sometimes lead to death. So it's very interesting why people just don't go to the doctor, men don't go to the doctor, and especially in our community. I sent LA a picture of some. Unfortunately, we had a lot of death in our community, especially in the Black and brown community, but just men overall. But these men had passed away before they were 60 years old. And I sent LA a picture. I don't know if he has it yet, but he can put it up in a moment. But for instance, Irv Gotti just passed away.
Correct.
And then, rest in peace, Irv Gotti. He passed away. And you had Fat Man Scoop passed away from a heart attack, I believe, from heart failure. Bismarck, he passed away as well.
Hip hop has lost a lot of brothers.
Akeem Olajuwon passed away. Right? Right? That's the picture.
Yes.
It was, right? So once again, why aren't we going to the doctor? So let's get into it. And you have 72% of respondents said they would rather be doing household chores, cleaning toilets, than going to the doctor.
And that includes even preventive care.
Yeah.
That's like dentists and eye exams.
Yeah, I'm not exactly. So we're not just talking about just going to your primary care doctor, but
Correct.
Dental, like you said, dental, eye exams. Like someone said, I was seeing someone recently at my reserve unit. He was squinting. I said, "You need to get glasses." "Oh, I don't need no glasses." But he's sitting there going, like go to the doctor.
Right.
Like, go to the doctor, get glasses.
Social
you know?
stigma.
Exactly. I mean, take care of yourself. And listen, you have so many men that also don't want to get a manicure and pedicure.
That too.
And that has to do with your health. It has to do with your health because it takes care of you, especially your feet. Your feet can lead to many health ailments, and seeing certain things on your feet can lead to you knowing what's wrong with you. So once again, why don't men go to the doctor? If you want to call in, 516-945-9099. Also here it says 65% of respondents said they avoid going to the doctor as long as possible. 65% of
As long
men.
as possible, then it's too late.
Too late.
Question: do you think men are more likely to engage in unhealthy lifestyles?
Yes, I do. I believe so. Men do, engage in unhealthy lifestyles, and I think that could be partly the reason. That could be partly the reason. But like I said, it's crazy because you have 65% of respondents said they avoid going to the doctor as long as possible. 65% of men.
Yeah, it's a high number.
That's a high number.
Yeah.
20% admitted they aren't always honest with their doctors about their health, and that's low, okay. But of the men that do go, 20%. Then you have 37% said they had withheld information from their doctors in the past, specifically because they weren't ready to deal with the potential diagnosis that may result to the truth of their health situation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Alex, what's going on? I see you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. But it's an ongoing issue. It's not just, once again, it's especially men of color, but also men in general. They just don't want to go, and it's sad. So some other things I found is men often avoid going to the doctor due to a combination of societal expectations around masculinity, fear of bad news, discomfort with certain examinations, and a perception that seeking medical attention is a sign of weakness, leading them to prioritize self-reliance and avoid admitting potential health concerns.
When you have a good partner, a good woman in your life, or a man, is when she pushes you to do these things, when she's on top of you to get your checkups, keep your appointments. Keep that in mind. That's a good woman, because a lot of us will not do these things unless someone stays on top of us. We should be doing it on our own, but kudos to the women that stay on top of their man, their husband, their boyfriends to get it done.
Well, they do say that men in relationships live longer. They might not be happier, but they live longer. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. For those women who are in relationships, I'm sure your men are very happy. Just ask them, say, baby, are you happy? As a matter of fact, ask them that before Valentine's Day. Say, baby, are you happy? For all the ladies who are tuned in, ask your man if they're happy.
Sell him $500 for
Yeah, sell him $500 so he can get his hair done.
His manicure.
His manicure and pedicure.
His pedicure.
You know what I'm saying? Take care of that man. It's not always about you, ladies. It's about us. We need love too. We want to be emotional. We want you to be emotionally available to us. Okay. Also, some key reasons why men avoid the doctor, right? They say fear of vulnerability. So traditional masculinity often portrays seeking medical help as a sign of weakness, making men hesitant to admit that they may have health problems. And that's huge. That is huge. To where that people that you cannot be that forthcoming and honest with not only the doctor but your significant other.
Correct.
And
health should include mental health awareness as well.
Yeah, yeah, and that's actually a major part of your health is your mental health, and I think a lot of people don't realize that all falls into the circle of, just like you said, the doctor. It's not just going to your primary care doctor, but also getting a colonoscopy when you're supposed to get one. Also, your dental, you're getting dental, you're getting teeth cleaning every 6 months. It's supposed to be twice a year.
Right.
You're taking care of your mental health. Are you seeing a therapist if you need to see a therapist? And therapy is actually pretty good. You know, I've seen a therapist a few times. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I had a comical experience. We gonna say
The age for colonoscopies has also lowered. I think it's at 45 now.
I think so.
It's no longer 50 and over.
I got mine at 45.
Yes, yes. So, how did you choose your therapist?
Okay, so funny story. You know, Alex Young did say a lot of men suffer in silence because of pride.
Mhm.
That is true. So how did I choose my therapist? It was actually appointed to me. So since I went to Fort Bragg when I went my stateside deployment.
Okay.
We went to Soldier Recovery Unit. I was there for 4 months in North Carolina. So you had to see a therapist. And because you're in Soldier Recovery Unit, you go see a therapist and talk about any and anything you want to talk about. So it was very interesting.
Okay.
You know, it was very interesting. It was cool. You know, it was cool just talking to someone, having them listen to you. But the funniest thing was when my therapist, you know, I'm painting a picture because I'm comedy wherever I go. So my therapist must have been tired because the second time I went to see her, she was nodding off. And she had a wig on. So when she nodded off, the wig would shake. So I said, you want to switch seats? Laughter is therapy. Laughter is definitely therapy.
Yes.
All right. So let's once again here. Okay. So we have discomfort with certain exams, right? So some medical procedures, particularly those related to sensitive areas like prostate, can make men feel uncomfortable and embarrassed, leading them to avoid checkups. So listen, guys, if you're embarrassed, know that you don't need to be embarrassed. You know, many men before you and after you are going to continue to get a prostate exam. You know, if you have a significant other, you should go. You know, if you're married, whatever who that person is, you know, have them go to the doctor with you or a close friend or whatever it is, just so you can feel a little more comfortable going to see a doctor. Because I get it. You know, listen, I remember I got my gallbladder taken out years ago, had emergency stomach surgery, and just having an active social lifestyle from eating too much fried foods and things like that. My gallbladder almost ruptured, and I had to have emergency stomach surgery. And you know, I'm trying to remember. The doctor said, you know, were there any signs before that? And I was like, I think there was. I just didn't go to the doctor, and I was like, that's nothing.
He was ignoring them.
It's nothing. And look what happened. August 2019, the end of August was what, August 30th, August 31st, 2019. I woke up. I had this pain in my side. I remember going to. I went upstairs. I went upstairs to my folks. I was like, listen, I'm gonna go to the emergency room. I'm gonna drive myself. I end up going to the car. Because my car was parked in a corner on Paulton in the corner of the street. My car was right there. And I remember getting inside the car and I called 911. And the guy said, he said, what's your name? I said, Alvin Peters. He says, where are you? I said, I'm in my car. He said, what kind of car is it? I told him what kind of car. He said, put your hazards on. And as soon as he hung up the phone, he says, put your hazards on, the ambulance is going to come get you. He said, he's repeated, do not drive your car. Mm-hmm. As soon as I hung up the phone, I started sweating. I broke out in sweat and I just passed out. I passed out. Oh. And it was crazy because I heard the ambulance coming, like I came to. And I remember the guy was like, my hazards was on. He pulled up right next to me. I opened the door and the guy was like, oh, nice car. And I was like I just remembered that. And then he said he remembers, I remember him saying, I think it's your gallbladder. You know, I think it's your gallbladder. And it was the pain was, oh my God, unbearable. But once again, I know I had signs, but I'm fine. It just hurt me here. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Kasim, what's going on, brother? How you feeling? Good. Thanks for tuning in. Also, what's up? Oh, Oscar's tuned in. What's up, Oscar? Listen, we're gonna get you back on the show. We're gonna figure it out. I know you work late, but we're gonna figure out. We're gonna get you here. If we gotta come get you after work, we're gonna bring you here. So he's the other host of the show. So he's tuned in to us. So we're talking about why don't men like to go to the doctor. We're also talking about it's Valentine's week. You know, also, we're going to top it up and talk about some of the Super Bowl. So we're going to break, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl briefly, real quick. So
Eagles Nation.
That's right. Eagles did win. That was a good game. Well, you know what? It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Let me rephrase that. I thought that game was going to go point for point. But I know we got a couple things. We got a couple things. Angela, thanks for tuning in. We got a couple things real quick. So, the Super Bowl gave you some subliminal messages. It was deep. It was probably I think if you got what the message was, then you understood it. But, I just want to say one of the best Super Bowl performances, performances, the person who sang.
Halftime show?
Not the halftime show.
You mean the actual game?
No. The person who sang the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay. The opening.
The opening of the show is the late and great Whitney Houston. The late and great Whitney Houston. Do we have her? Do we have the late and great Whitney Houston to come up here and sing for us?
Peep this.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is LA sleeping today? Is he there?
LA's on his
He's not
health
here.
regimen. He's doing push-ups.
We're gonna come back. Listen, that's one thing about live. Anything can happen. Hello, check 1 2 1 2. But listen, if you saw the Super Bowl, you know that there was there was definitely some biblical messages. There. So Oscar says that hey, most men don't have coverage and can't afford the high medical costs, and that's true. And that's also it as well. They can't afford it. They don't know where to go. But that's a sad thing in our country where healthcare should be free. It should definitely be free, and unfortunately, it's not free. And people who don't have healthcare, that's one of the reasons why they don't go see a doctor. It's kind of those reasons. Also, going back to here,
It's too expensive to be sick.
yeah. Also, there's overconfidence in their health. Some men might believe that they are healthy and don't need regular checkups, leading to complacency. And Angela says, "Hey, most men are stubborn." Also he says, Jose says, most men are raised just to bear with the pain and move forward. That's why we don't see those signs till it's too late. So once again, those are the things that men go through, that the reasons why they don't go to the doctor. So I'm telling men, all the men out there who's tuning in, that's listening, it's okay to go to the doctor. It's okay to say, I don't feel good. Even my dad, my dad had hip replacement surgery 3 times, unfortunately. And just recently, he went to the doctor and he's at the hospital. As a matter of fact, excuse me, he was in the hospital for RSV when he had the RSV.
Okay.
He was wheezing and the doctors asked him, how you doing? He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, stop telling him you're fine. Stop telling the doctor you're fine. But men are just so used to saying that you're right. They just say, hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's okay to say I'm not okay. So you know what? Listen to me.
Correct.
Men, all the men out there, near and far, wherever you are, it's okay to say I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely okay to say I'm not okay.
100%.
Definitely, because it can be, once again, it can be detrimental to you and your family. And once again, also lack of awareness, not fully understanding the importance of preventive care, or not being informed about potential health risks can contribute to delay of going to the doctor. So those things are huge. I had one of my clients when I was at BMW. I won't say her name, but she was one of my best clients since I started at BMW, and I was at BMW for 15 years. And she calls me and she goes, "Alvin, so and so just passed away." And it was weird because she said to me, "Alvin, you've been part of our extended family, because just always there helping them out, and they've gotten all their cars from me, car for the wife, the husband, the son, and the daughter consistently." And I said, "What happened?" And she brought tears to my eyes. She said, he wasn't feeling good. He sat on the bed. He sat up, but she kept he kept saying, "I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine." She said once he started turning colors, he just died.
Jeez.
But mind you, there was a time. It was in between the moment where she could have called 911, and he's telling her not to call 911, and he passed away. So like Kasim says, I think men that are breadwinners of the family are afraid to be out of work for periods of time. They have to bring that money home. And, I'm happy you said that, bro. I'm happy you mentioned that, because, it is important that we understand that it's okay to call out of work. It's important to know that it's okay to say, hey, I can't come in today. I need a mental health day. It's important to call in to work and say, hey, be honest. Hey, I don't feel good. I need to stay home. I need to take a couple of days off. People have accumulated PTO time, vacation time, hours of sick time, especially if you work for the city or if you work for the state. And those things are so important. Like Oscar says, hey, you have to also factor culture plays a big role in men going to the doctor. And that's when before you logged in, I said that's one of the things I said, black and brown men just don't go to the doctor.
Correct.
And it's so important that we do go. It's so important that we reach out. That we get a physical once a year. You go to the dentist every 6 months. That like I said, even preventative stuff or just get a massage. Get a massage. Get stretched. And also, a lot of people don't realize that their health insurance covers so much things. Like I told someone, I'm fortunate to have I go to the VA because I'm a veteran. I'm still in the military, but I'm also a veteran, and I'm service connected. Right, so I go. I have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And I got to change my eating habits, so I don't drink as much when I go out. I try not to drink at all, as because we hang out a lot. But I said the doctor wanted to give me so much medication, and I'm like, I don't want the medication. I want to see a nutritionist. The face that they gave me when I said I want to see a nutritionist. The nutritionist said this, the doctor said this. The doctor wanted to give me, we could put you on this medication, there's this new drug, and this and that. No, I want to see a nutritionist. Nutritionist said, hey, go the healthy alternative lifestyle, pretty much go green.
Correct.
In the morning, drink warm water with lemon. Drink at least 3 cups of green tea per day. Don't eat the processed meats that you get in deli sandwiches. Stay away from fried foods. Cut out the sugar. And sugar is the leading causes to many diseases that are out there today. Many of the leading causes is in dementia, diabetes, hypertension, cancer, ADHD. Listen, we know several people who have kids who kids are off the hook. It's the sugar. It is the sugar. And our foods now in America isn't the best foods. There are foods that are here that are banned in other countries because of the ingredients that are in the food.
Correct.
So it's so
Food
important.
Coloring.
And listen, speaking of healthy stuff, listen, Body Aqua, it is a metabolic boosting, diabetic friendly, it's vegan friendly, no caffeine, no added colors, and no electrolytes. No electrolytes. So this is also veteran friendly. My boy DJ Willie Will, Sherman Williams, this is his Body Aqua. So he's definitely sponsoring the show. So check him out. Walmart.com. You can get yourself a case. It's pretty good too. Actually real good, especially when it's nice and cold. But like I said, if you want to call in 516-945-9099, what are you going to say?
Going back to the point that Kasim made with we the breadwinners and we can't afford to miss out on work, that's 100% true. But also, we are expendable at most of these jobs. Keep that in mind as well.
Yes, keep that in mind because listen, the moment that something happens to you, any moment that something happens to you, and you're replaceable so easily. You can be replaced so easily. LA, are you with us over there, LA? I think LA left the building.
Yeah, the itis.
I got some. Listen, we listen. I gotta listen. I'm structuring the show a little bit differently. So we have a segment of the show called Peep This, and Peep This, we're gonna show you different funny videos that you guys send me. So throughout the entire, every day, I have about 25 friends that sends me memes and videos on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok, and if you email me or send me a message via Instagram or Messenger and I don't get it, it's because I'm over. I spent almost an hour looking at one person's inbox of just messages. Listen, if you're just tuning in to Alvin After Dark, we're talking about entertainment, fashion, health, relationships every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. And we're giving entrepreneurs a platform to market themselves and come hang out with us here on Alvin After Dark. And tonight's topic, we're talking about why don't men go to the doctor? What is the problem? Also, listen, this week is also Valentine's week. Valentine's week, Valentine's Day is on Friday. You know, what does love mean to you and who's your Valentine? Also, Alvin After Dark is brought to you by Auto Lease Direct. If you're sick and tired of spending hours and hours in the dealership, going back and forth with a salesperson, contact the car consultants at 516-442-4141. Tell them Alvin Peters sent you and get yourself a nice car, lease car, brand new car, and they'll bring it to your front door or place of business, you know? So, you know, listen, we got a lot going on. If you saw the Super Bowl this weekend, Super Bowl Sunday, there was definitely some subliminal messages that they had. Your boy Samuel Jackson.
Yes,
He
Uncle
was there.
Sam.
Uncle Sam was there as Samuel Jackson was there as Uncle Sam, and it was said allegedly. I mean, you know, not even allegedly, but you know that him and Kendrick and Drake got a beef going on.
Uncle Sam as well?
No, Kendrick and Drake.
Oh, okay.
No, Kendrick and Drake got some type of beef going on.
Gotcha.
So Drake is signed by Sony Music, and the layout of his whole situation was Sony PlayStation controller.
Was it?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't notice that.
See, look at that.
I didn't notice that.
So everyone is talking about it. So the layout of when they did the aerial view of the actual the formation of his show, his dances and stuff.
Okay.
Yes, it's a Sony PlayStation controller.
Got it. I got to see that.
You gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
Also, one of the dances my mom sent to me. One of the dances is from my home country, Belize.
Yeah.
She sent me the video today.
Big up Belize.
Yeah. Just right, Big up Belize. I'll be there the whole month of April.
Pelican.
That's right, Pelican Beer. Make yourself Pelican Beer. That's the beer of Belize. Beer of Belize. So, what are we talking about again? Oh, yes. The Super Bowl. You can't get sidetracked so easily. So yes. So you know. So he was definitely taking jabs at the way the world is run. He gave some subliminal messages, having Samuel Jackson be that black Uncle Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And he had you had I don't know what's it. You had what did you say? Let's take a look. What does Angela say? They had the X and O triangle in the square, pure genius. Then a game over. That's right. That's right. See, they had the game over in the audience in the stands. That's right. Thanks, Angela.
I remember that. Yes.
That's right. And going back to healthcare.
Thanks for pointing that out, Angela.
Thanks, Angela. Thank you. And also going back to healthcare, Oscar says most insurance don't cover anything. That's right, for high premiums. That's correct. Yes, and it was crazy because when I had my gallbladder taken out, and they gave me they sent me a bill, and I'm happy I had insurance.
20 grand.
It was crazy. It was ridiculous.
The insurance covered 200 of it.
It was almost 80 grand to get my gallbladder. I think it was 80 grand. I think I had to pay like $5 grand. No, 20. No, I had to pay $2,200 to the ambulance. And I think I had to pay like $5 grand to the to the medical expenses. What was left over?
Should have called me. I'd have dropped you off at the hospital. That deletes one bill.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So I don't know where LA is, but we're gonna just keep discussing. I hope LA is okay. He went to the doctor.
As you can.
So here's something that we found in headline news, right? So having witnessed this extreme avoidance of medical care firsthand, he said a lot of men simply have an attitude of I don't need to see the doctor. So let's if you have the attitude of I don't need to see the doctor, that you got to get away from that. You really do.
Change your mindset.
Definitely change your mindset. You have to. You got to change your mindset.
You know the saying, health is wealth.
That's right.
More than ever now.
That's right. And he says here, as a primary care doctor, I think the number one reason that men avoid the doctor is fear. Ro explained they worry about bad diagnosis and bad outcome. Then going back to here, then there is a superhero syndrome, which Ro explained as to why men wanting to see themselves as forever strong and capable of handling anything. They see going to the doctor, once again, and it brings it back. 3 different articles are saying this, and I did that purposely because I want to get different views. I'm saying the same exact thing. And he says they see going to the doctor as a sign of weakness. And finally, vulnerability. Vulnerability sucks, Rose said. Men don't like being vulnerable. And that is true. That is definitely true. Men don't like being vulnerable in all aspects of their life because I guess being transparent or vulnerable it gives that sign of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if men out there, you need to go to the doctor. Please go to the doctor. Get yourself checked out.
Especially the colonoscopy.
Get colonoscopy.
It's a very vulnerable position, very uncomfortable, but this is very important.
You know, to all my friends who've gotten colonoscopies, I found it very comical. And please don't take any offense to this. I had several friends on social media have posted they're going to get a colonoscopy. And I'm not laughing because you got a colonoscopy. I'm laughing that you posted it because it's funny to me that they tell us you got a colonoscopy. I'm gonna share my colonoscopy experience. I went and got the I went and got a colonoscopy, and they give you this thing to drink. It's a gallon. It's about a gallon, right? You drink it right before you get cleaned out. So when I went, I had to go, and you're sitting on your side, and your butt is poked out.
What are you in a fetal position?
In a fetal position, and is a nurse and 2 doctors, and it was very interesting to say the least. And I said to the nurse, I remember saying something like, "We go together now." She started laughing. I said, so she started laughing. She's like, "Oh," I said, "You have a good sense of humor." I said, "Listen, I can only have a good sense of humor in this position." But I said, "We go together now."
Now you see what I look like, bro.
Oscar says, working class men. He says, working class men have to pay for all medical, but if you use drugs or alcohol addiction, medical treatment is free. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna repeat that. Working class men have to pay for all medical, but if you use drugs or alcohol addiction on medical treatment is free. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Tomas, what's up, Tomas? What's going on? I'm gonna post my colonoscopy pictures like people post selfies. Hey, Tamara, what's going on, Tamara?
Tamara. Trucker crew.
What else is on there? What else is they saying?
Angela said,
what was he saying?
Pretty much Miralax and Gatorade mixed together. The prep is the worst part.
Hey, Eileen, what's going on? Eileen's tuned in she's from calling out of Georgia, I believe. Georgia? Oh, you know what? You know, since Tomas is on, I went to the Super Bowl last year because of Tomas. And let me tell you, Tomas, thanks again. I was looking at some of the pictures because last year, February 11th was the time I went to Super Bowl in Vegas. And let me tell you, that had to been that really was an unbelievable experience. Like that was a segue into my 2024.
Nice.
Because you know, for those that didn't know, I went back home to Belize for a month, right? And then after Belize, I came back home, and then I went to the Super Bowl.
And not only did you go to Super Bowl, but you had all the backstage passes, all the access, all the VIP treatment.
So my brother, another mother, thank you so much. I really appreciated the love, the friendship that you give me, and I really appreciate you because that has been one of the most best experiences ever in my life was doing that.
Nice.
And then so it was amazingly amazing, and then going home to Belize was another part of being amazingly amazing
nice.
Because I was able to go home, and the reception was unbelievable, as we say back in Belize, unbelievable. But I had a great time, and it was good. Eileen, what up? Love you back, brother. Love you back. But yeah, it was definitely great. So this year, Super Bowl was in Louisiana. I wish I would have went there, but no. I definitely had a great time. So once again, we're talking back.
Have you done New Orleans before?
I have not done New Orleans. I would love to go to New Orleans. Hold on, Oscar went to New Orleans. Oscar said he had the best fried chicken in New Orleans. In New Orleans, right? Oh, he said he had the best fried chicken. He said, did you have the crawfish?
Bourbon Street.
He said he had the best fried chicken.
Head on, head off.
I don't know. But yes, listen, if you're just tuned in, we're discussing why don't men go to the doctor. Also, this is Valentine's week. So Friday is Valentine's Day. Who is your Valentine? What does love mean to you? If you want to give us a call, 516-945-9099, just give us a call, say what's up, or you just want to just listen to what we got to say. So I'm back on once again. It's actually also, last week was the same time frame I first started Alvin After Dark in 2016 or 2015. Isn't that crazy? And then I relaunched it again at the same time.
Wow.
What, isn't that crazy? Coincidence.
Wow.
Just by happenstance. James
Universe.
Jackson, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Yes. I would. Oh, Eileen, you want to go to New Orleans? I want to go to New Orleans. I definitely want to go to New Orleans. But listen, next thing is I have my group trip to Belize, which I know you can't make it because you got things going on. But I have my group trip to Belize. I'm going back home to Belize another month in April. April 2nd, I go back to Belize for an entire month. And the last 10 days or so of my trip to Belize, I have not one, not two, not three, not four, not even five. I got about 10 people coming to hang out with me in Belize my last 10 days in Belize. So I'll be there for the entire month, but the last 10 days I have family and friends coming to hang out. So we're gonna go to Hopkins, we're gonna go to Placencia, we're gonna go to San Pedro, we're gonna go to Kikaka. I'm gonna make sure that I wear them out like I did the last time. So
take a shot for me.
I will take a shot.
I'm the third.
I will take. Where is LA? Oh, listen, I don't know where he went, but he is back by popular demand. Listen, once again, I just want you to put up the video of this young lady with the Super Bowl, and she spoke about it. So tune in, check this out real quick. Yeah. Yep.
Peep this.
So that should definitely, someone said that should be in every Super Bowl. Obviously, we know we can't, but that has and is the best performance of our lifetime of the Star Spangled Banner.
That was great. That was powerful.
No, definitely. Whitney Houston, God rest her soul, but she is not a force to be reckoned with. Also, so once again, this little message is this young lady here about the Super Bowl. She tells a story about what happened. Oh, what the message is.
The flag is drenched with our blood. Because you see, so many of our ancestors was killed because we have never accepted slavery. We had to live on it, but we've never wanted it. So we know that this flag is drenched with our blood. So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men, respected as a man. As we know, this country was built on the black backs of black people across this country. And if we don't have it, You ain't gonna have it either, cause we gonna tear it up. That's what they saying. And people ought to understand that. I don't see why they don't understand that. They know what they've done to us. All across this country, they know what they've done to us.
Definitely a powerful message. Excuse me. Definitely a powerful message from that lady. I don't know when it was taken. It was sent to me. Someone asked me to play if I was going to talk about Super Bowl, and there was a message behind what his performance was about. And like I said last week, our country is going through so much turmoil. In regards to whatever your political beliefs are, your religious beliefs are, there is a difference between right and wrong. And as they say, what side of history are you going to be on, the right side or the wrong side? So that's something that, you should look deep into yourself and figure out, what is right, what is wrong. And I think that's common sense. It should be common sense for some people, right? It should be common sense for some people about what's wrong and what's right. But like I said, I won't get into the political part of it, but just knowing that, this country, the great country that we live in, has been built on the backs of every single person that has been here, that has come here, however ways they've come to this country, has been built on the backs of all races of people. And it's time that y'all come together and stick together and come together as one. Forget about your political beliefs, religious beliefs, because at the end of the day, most people do not want to be filthy rich. Most people just want to live comfortable. They don't want to live check to check. They want to be comfortable. They want to know that when they come home, that they have a place to stay, to lay their head, and be able to feed their family and not worry about having the added expenses of healthcare. And that's what most people want in this country. And if you can ask me, how do I know what most people want? Because I'm in the military. I talk to so many soldiers from different parts of the world. Well, not different parts of the United States, I have to say. I was from Wisconsin, El Paso, Texas, to North Carolina. And I was just talking to soldiers, just to talk to them. I was just curious. And they all said the same thing. They all said the same thing. Everyone wants the same thing. I don't want to live check to check. I want to know that I have a place to live and feed my family. And I don't want to be filthy. Most people don't want to be filthy rich. So, go with that. Hopefully, that will, put a light bulb in your head to understand each other. Because as different as we are, we're really all the same. Because you want the same things,
Absolutely.
Definitely. Also, now back to peep this. What do we got on the some of my videos, some funny videos, LA?
All right, we got first, second, third, fourth. This one only has 5 gears. You got your clutch, brake, accelerator. Here's the key. You ready?
What we got next? So
Do not move my couch. Walk around. Stop thinking about it. Walk around. Walk around. Mater. You childish.
Type in the password. It's 1591 pound. 15. No, that was 51. Try to open it again. Okay, 1591 pound. Hit the pound key.
What's the pound key?
Hit the pound key. You want me to do it? No, I'm laughing so hard at this.
So it's amazing. It's amazing. It is amazing that kids now, the kids that were born with a cell phone, because there's so many kids that are born with a cell phone that don't know anything else, they do not have basic comprehension skills of anything. They don't.
Reading levels are down, math levels are down, smartphones are up.
There's actually a video of they had a video of these kids and it was I'm gonna post it next week. The videos of kids with a rotary phone, and the father was asking the kids to dial, and they could not dial the phone. They got so frustrated that they could not dial. Peep this. What's next, LA? Oh. So only in New York, this is actually happened in New York. And someone's so a little person. Can I say a midget? Yes, little person, midget, whatever. Put on a Chucky's mask and is terrorizing people on the train. Obviously for likes. Obviously, obviously for likes.
Melanie, I'm single. You're single. What do you say we get married?
Well, I'm glad you finally decided on the direct approach.
Yeah, well, I'm a businessman at heart.
As am I. What's your offer?
Single rich male seeks matrimony.
Primary residence?
Westchester County.
Would you be open to considering a secondary residence in Manhattan?
Central Park West.
South.
Done. Time spent together.
8 hours, 5 days a week.
7 hours, 12 hours weekends.
55 hours aggregate, specifics to be determined later.
I'm amenable to that. Children.
1.
3.
2.
Done. But one of them has to be a male.
I'll see what I can do. Vacations.
December, Hawaii.
June, the vineyard.
June, fine, but Hawaii.
Nope, the vineyard.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
I'm afraid so.
Me too. Well, we gave it a shot.
I'm sure you'll find a better match.
Thanks for the time.
so just imagine if dating was that simple.
That's speed dating for real.
That's definitely speed dating. That's speed dating 101. Listen, ladies, if you're up for a little for a contract relationship, I'm with you. Let me know what you want.
Done. Done.
What we got next, LA?
In life, God doesn't give you the people you want. He gives you the people you need to help you, to hurt you, to leave you, to love you, and to make you the person you were meant to be. In life, God doesn't give you the people you want. He gives you the people you need to help you, to hurt you, to leave you, to love you, and to make you the person you were meant to be.
I wanted to play that. Actually, I'm happy to play that towards the end of the show. That is a fact. You know, God gives you the people that you don't want, but gives you the people you need, and that's very important that you realize that in your life. You know, you come across people, you know, all throughout your life, and sometimes you don't know who you want to stay or leave. And some people are just there, like they say, just for a season. Some people are there for a lifetime, and you have to figure out, you know, those people who enter your life, and you know, everything has an expiration date, and you have to figure out when is that person's time in your life needs to expire. Because you know, I'm on social media more so now than I need to be. I'm always on social media, but I've been, you know, I'm reading you know, everyone's, all our friends, what they're posting, what they're putting up, and you know, I see what people are going through because most people they're posting what they're going through, and it always has to do with either an intimate relationship or a personal relationship or a work relationship and things like that. So people need to realize what they need and separate the two. You know, and to say the good Lord don't give you nothing you can't handle, it's all how you handle it. You know. So listen, we got a few minutes left for the show. We got a few minutes left, about 7 minutes left. We got about 2-3 minutes left. Excuse me, 2-3 minutes. So once again, if you're tuned in to Alvin After Dark, we're here every single Tuesday at 10 p.m. discussing entertainment, fashion, health, relationships, and trending topics. But also, like I said, I want to focus on men's health, men's mental health, just men in general, men, how we, you know, have relationships with ourselves, our friends, with the people, you know, the women that you're involved with. Also, you know, I remember last year, a couple people emailed me via social media and asked me help them get their son a suit and attire and help them with that. So it was kind of cool. What you got for the people?
This is the guy to see if you want a new car.
That's right. That's right.
Freak Life is back.
What's Freak Life? Tell them what Freak Life is.
Freak Life is putting your own twist to everything and anything you do in life. I don't know if you remember the saying, but if you do something and you're well at it, they say freak it. freak it like this. Oh, he freaked that move. Well, this is the same thing that applies to the brand Freak Life. Okay?
And you're wearing Freak Life. What are you wearing?
Yes. This is actually a camouflage snapback with the Hood York and stitch embroidered in it. We use good quality hats. We use 5950 most of the time, or clothes of great material, great quality. And we had some time off, but we back. We're back to the drawing board. We're gonna do, a revamp, come back, and just get back on the road, man. Get it started again. It's been a while, but thanks for everybody who supported in the past. Thank you to Alvin.
No doubt, brother.
Thank you to a lot of the viewers out there as well.
No doubt. LA, we got anything for the people before we leave?
No, I'm good, man. Good show. I just sitting back and listening to you guys.
Oh, okay. I thought you were sleeping back there. So once again, listen, you're tuned in to Alvin After Dark, which is brought to you by Auto Lease Direct. So if you're in the market for a new car, new lease, and you don't want to spend hours in dealership, hit me up. Also brought to you by Body Aqua. If you need to get it, it's real good. Get them at walmart.com. And remember, like I says, if you have an entrepreneur, someone wants to market themselves, hit me up in my inbox. If you know someone, hit me up. You can get them on the show, and hopefully we can help them out, with their business and push their product out there. But like I said, we're live every single Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Facebook Live. What platforms are we on, LA?
We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and after that we go on Roku and Amazon Fire TV.
Nice.
Full coverage.
There you go. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. And remember, the good Lord don't put you through nothing you can't handle. It's all how you handle it. If you're in the New York City area and you're traveling tonight, please get home safe. I know it's a little snowy out there. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Peace out.